Hey guys, welcome and today I have with me Mr. Debanab Chatterjee. Debanab was AIR 1 in IPMAT 2021. So let's talk about his journey. So hi Debanab, how are you?
I'm doing good and I'm feeling great to be here with you. I mean, outside being batchmates, now as an interviewee, it's fine. It's nice.
Okay. So first of all, let's talk about the day you got AIR 1.
Yeah.
How was your day? How was that feeling?
So it took some time to actually realize that I got AIR1. I logged into my portal. I had seen this Telegram message come that okay, Indore results are out, and I was anticipating the results for a long time. I logged into the portal, and after logging in, what was written was I think consideration pool rank, and it was 1. So I thought that okay, I'm in wait list because consideration pool I did not really understand that there was a final list.
Okay, so initially you thought that you are waitlist number.
I was waitlist number 1, but I was very happy. So I had a couple of friends from school, and I called one of them up. I mean, he's currently my roommate also. So he said that I got in, and I was very happy that okay, waitlist number 1 means I'm going to clear it through. So I was really happy, but it took some time. It took like almost half an hour, 45 minutes to realize I was actually AIR1, and once I went like a little crazy and all because, I mean, yeah, it was a very surreal feeling, to be honest.
Okay, so you said that one of your schoolmates is also here, and I know that around 6 of your schoolmates are here.
Yes, yes.
So, how important of a role did your school play in your preparation?
I would say 90% of the role was played by my school.
Okay.
In the sense that they were the guiding figure. I mean, every student needs a northern light in their life, right? Somebody has to be there who has to give them direction that okay, what do they want to do in their life? Show them proper guidance. My school was that for me. My school has nurtured skills within me from a young age that has allowed me to do well in whichever sphere I have tried to venture into. That is one of the most key contributions that my school has had. Apart from that, entire IPMAT, helping us out with the IPMAT preparation in bits and pieces, making us aware of IPMAT in the first place. I think all of that was done by my school. So I think they played a very, very pivotal role in me getting here and being here.
Okay, so IPMAT was your first preference or was like it a backup?
So here's a funny story. It wasn't my first preparation. I didn't even I was not even preparing for it until class 12. So what happened was from about class 9 or 10, I was primarily focused on getting admission into one of the US colleges. So I was into the liberal arts framework and I really wanted to go to US. And I was working towards that direction. I'd given SAT, I had a 1530 there. I had 2 SAT subject tests. I dual 800s in chemistry and math too. I had AP, advanced placement subjects on 3 and I had 3 5s on all 3. So I was working towards that direction. And after COVID, what happened was we realized that it was not possible for me to secure close to 100% financial aid. It was not possible for my family to send me without a 100% financial aid because, well, I'm not from a very well-off family. So at that point, I decided, okay, it's not the shot that I should give right now. It's not very conducive for me. So I decided to change direction. That time my school again was like, okay, you know, there's this thing called IPMAT and there's this IPM program. I knew about it from before, but suddenly the direction changed and they actually helped us gear towards that direction. So I started preparing only in the months of June, July of 2020. And 2021 we had our exam, and yeah, that was pretty much my story of how I came here.
Okay, so talking about your preparation strategy, how did you go? You said that you're from IB board.
Yeah.
So
not IB, Cambridge.
Cambridge, yeah. So the subjects are not necessarily quite inclined with the IPMAT sort of syllabus.
Right.
So what exactly was your
So
preparation?
I think I mentioned to skill building, right? My English part was strong because I had been a voracious reader from a young age, and I think IPMAT kind of tests that sort of skills only: reading abilities, comprehension, vocabulary, all of that. And I think the best way to go about doing it is very organically, and that is what was at least my case. Talking about the quants part, I was interested in math. My school helped a lot with the quants part, and I used to solve a lot of questions. So I was also targeting for ISI, Indian Statistical Institute's BMath program. More out of curiosity rather than a final goal, but I was interested in math, so I decided that okay, let's just take that up as a challenge. So I was preparing for that also. So my math part was covered in that. I had prepared for ISI and JEE level math, so I was good with the math part.
So a lot of people are starting to know about the IPM program,
Yeah.
but there's not a lot of clarity when it comes to the actual curriculum.
Right.
Like what actually is being taught here, what
Right, right.
actually is the degree. So if you can tell me.
So there's a lot of misconception that actually it's a BBA plus MBA program. I think it's not. I mean, no, I think it is not. So it's a BA plus MBA program. First 3 years you will get a Bachelor of Arts in Foundations of Management, followed by the standard 2-year PGP, which will grant you the MBA degree. Talk about the curriculum, it's a very holistic curriculum. So you will have courses in the domain of mathematics and statistics. These are the core disciplines. Information systems, you will have courses on coding, C, different sorts of algorithms, data structures, databases. You'll have courses on humanities and social sciences. So there will be courses on the domains of philosophy, psychology, sociology, language skills. Language skills will come under the communications department. There are courses on economics, obviously, because it's a core discipline of any management curriculum. So yeah, it's a very holistic education for the first 3 years, followed by the standard PGP curriculum of any premier B school.
Okay, so before joining IIM Indore, did you have a specific goal set in your mind? For example, that you'll be going into finance or you'll be going into marketing, or you're like, let's see how it goes?
Absolutely. Even now, it's like a let's see approach for me.
Okay.
I am not a person who got very fixated. I mean, I don't know about these domains even now very well, to be honest. I'm already pretty much 1 year into the program. We're about to finish our first year, but yeah, I still don't have a lot of clarity about that. And I think I'm just exploring as I go along. I never thought that okay, I'll come to IIM Indore because I want to go into finance domain, or I want to be a businessman, or I want to be an entrepreneur or a manager. It was not that. I think it was primarily because okay, the curriculum was kind of inclined towards, it was well oriented with my own interests, and I came here because of that. And here also, like through internships and all, I'm trying to explore which domain I am interested in. I don't have any fixation that okay, I want to go into this particular domain right now.
Okay, so talking about future aspects, like what do you think that this degree will bring you?
Okay, so degree will definitely bring me a lot of, I think, a diverse perspective about life. It is allowing me for exploring a lot of new domain, a lot of, meeting a lot of people. I think meeting a lot of people, this is something I really like to stress on. After coming here, I really felt humbled because there are people, who have cracked ISI, IIT, JEE, all sorts of exams, top-notch exams of the country, and they are still here. There are people who are brilliant in some particular activity, So it feels really humbled. And when you meet with people from such diverse backgrounds, be it educational, be it socioeconomic, be it cultural, anything, you kind of get in all the perspective, right? So I think that is something, it has made me open up as an individual, made me more open-minded. So that is something, that's a more intrinsic personality change that has happened. In terms of the exposure, obviously, great professors, great alumni, great peers, so all of that also brings me a lot of things. And also, I mean, to be very honest, being from a premium B school gives its edges in the form that when you approach somebody from the industry, they are likely to give you a little more significance than,
When
let's say,
compared to someone who is not.
someone who is not.
Yeah. So if you were to recommend this course to a section of people or to a student, what section would that be? For example, would it be the sciences? Would it be like people from commerce? Would it be people from humanities? Or it will be like
An amalgamation of all this. I think it's a complete synthesis because personally, you are from science background. There are people we know who are from commerce background and they do fantastically. But there are people from North Math background who are like really, really good. So, and I myself come from a bit of a mixed background. So, I would not say that okay, I want to target one population. Whoever is interested in this sort of a domain where they're open to learning new things, they should come here.
Okay. So, any tips you would like to give to future aspirants?
I think one thing about the exam will be that build your concepts very well, because if you don't build concepts, then however much you memorize things or however much you practice, if there is a different version of the same sum given, you can stumble upon it on the day of the exam, and that's not a good outcome that anybody would like. So concept clarity is something that is absolutely prioritized, and it's not just getting past the exam, right? You have to survive here, you have to do well here. And if somebody, I mean, I've seen people who come here with a lot of concept clarity, people who come here with a lot of curiosity, they actually are doing the best. So that is something I would always stress on. Apart from that, I would also say that don't come here because of some superficial aspects of the course that okay, I'll get this placement, or be interested. Don't regret your choice later on. Don't be like, okay, I came here, but there was this another institute which opened. They offered 2 lakhs. Their final placements had a median salary which is 2 lakhs above ours. So I am regretting this choice. That should not be the case. Come here with that clear mind that okay, I came here for this purpose and I don't regret it. I think
placement should not be a
no superficial aspect that okay, I am tag. come on, it comes. If you work in, it will come for you. Don't come here just for that.
Anything about your interview experience? How was it?
Okay, so post my interview, I thought it was a devastating interview and experience, and I'm not going to make it. So the two profs were there. They grilled me quite a bit, and what happened was they were constantly asking me questions. So initially, the math part I did well. Then they asked me about psychology because I had taken an advanced placement course on psychology. So they asked me, and I had taken that in class 10 and class 12. I'm giving this interview. So there was a bit of like I had also the concepts also had kind of gone through some erosion. Yeah. So so I took some time to answer, but I did answer, and then finally came to very subjective questions about opinion and such. And you have to give very balanced answers because I'm not there to give some political opinion outright. It's not a place for opining, basically. So now that point they were constantly trying to grill me. I think I maintained composure, but I felt like, okay, chances are gone because they picked out points and they roasted me on my face during the interview. So I think one key takeaway is that don't lose or give up hope. You have to be persistent during the interview. If you feel that, okay, things are not going your way, you have to try to make it bring back your way.
Positivity.
Yes. And even if you feel flustered at any moment, you should not show that you are flustered, right? That's true even for here, we know. So yeah, I think that is something.
Yeah, so it was great talking to you, Debanam.
Yeah. So nice talking to you also. Thanks.